Welcome to Fly Guys. Join me on my first ever glamping experience at the newly opened AutoCamp Asheville in North Carolina in one of their Vista Airstream Suites. AutoCamp Asheville is part of the AutoCamp company founded in 2012. The company opened its first location in Santa Barbara, California in 2013 with 6 Airstreams and the initial idea of offering affordable housing inspired by the tiny home trend. The project later pivoted to a boutique hotel concept featuring vintage Airstreams, capitalizing on the rise of vacation rentals like Airbnb. The original location in Santa Barbara has since closed, and based on its official website, the company currently has 8 locations, with the Asheville site being the most recent, and with the 9th location in the Texas Hill Country opening soon. In addition to Airstream's investment in the company in 2019, AutoCamp has more recently partnered with Hilton, allowing Hilton Honors members to book AutoCamp stays directly on Hilton's booking channels, earn and redeem Hilton Honors points, and enjoy member benefits while staying at any of AutoCamp's locations. I booked through Capital One's travel portal to use an expiring annual travel credit, but you can also book directly on the company's official website, where they until recently offered a promotional opening rate. AutoCamp Asheville officially opened in early March 2026, following significant delays caused by Hurricane Helene in September 2024. It is located along the French Broad River and is just 15 minutes away from the vibrant town of Asheville. It is set on 16 acres and features 51 Airstream suites, 6 cabins, 4 base camp suites, and 6 Bambi suites, a smaller version of the Airstream Suite. The property is actually located by the road, and you can catch a glimpse of the grounds as you approach the main entrance. A very short drive from the entrance brings you to the Riverside, where you'll need to make a left turn to reach the parking lot. I believe you can temporarily park closer to the Clubhouse while you check in and unload your belongings, but we went straight to the parking lot and used one of the provided wagons to wheel our things to the Clubhouse to check in, and then to our Airstream. Check-in was quick and easy, and the staff we encountered during the process were very friendly and welcoming. We arrived at the property a little before the 4 p.m. check-in time, and luckily an Airstream Suite was available, so we didn't have to wait. We had actually booked a base suite, but were upgraded to a Vista Suite, which is right on the river. I'm not entirely sure whether the upgrade was because the base suites weren't fully finished, or at least the landscaping around them wasn't, but either way, we appreciated it. It likely made the difference in the stay, between hearing the sounds of the river in a Vista Airstream Suite, or the sounds of trucks on the road just behind the standard suites. But more on that later. We'll take a closer look at the Clubhouse later on in the video as well, but for now, let's head to our Vista Airstream Suite, which is located in the cluster of Airstreams and cabins past this side of the Clubhouse. The first thing you'll see past the Clubhouse area is a set of 6 cabins to the right, 4 of which are ADA accessible. That is followed by 2 rows of Airstream Suites on both sides of the walkway. If I understood correctly, the Airstream Suites on the left by the river are the Vista Suites, while the ones on the right closer to the road are the Base Suites. Additional Airstreams are located on the other side of the Clubhouse, up on the hill, and the Bambi Suites are located past the parking lot. Welcome to our AutoCamp Asheville Vista Airstream Suite. AutoCamp uses 31-foot-long custom-designed Airstreams with a bedroom, a surprisingly spacious bathroom, a living area with a kitchenette, and heat and air conditioning. Each suite sleeps up to 3 adults or 2 adults and 2 kids. Although the interiors may not be true to the original Airstream, I like how they kept the retro feel with a mid-century modern design and vibe. The bedroom and bathroom are located at opposite ends of the camper, and both open into the main living area, enhancing the sense of spaciousness. Each room also has a full-size door for added privacy when needed. The bedroom features a queen-size Tempur-Pedic mattress. The mattress was fine, but the pillows were oddly shaped, square and a bit flimsy. The room has almost wraparound windows, bringing in a lot of natural light. Even though one side of the camper is a solid wall to provide privacy for both you and the neighboring camper, the cleverly placed smaller windows, including the skylight above the bed, allow plenty of light to come in. You can even open some of them as they have screens to keep the bugs out, allowing you to let in the fresh mountain air and hear the sound of the river right from your room. But speaking of privacy, all of these windows have curtains or blinds that can be closed, including the skylight, which I just didn't get a clip off. The room also features bedside lamps and nightstands with USB outlets and some storage at the bottom. There's also a flat screen TV and an Apple TV streaming box at the foot of the bed, along with a couple of drawers for additional storage. Beside the bedroom, occupying the middle section of the camper, is the living area, with a kitchenette and sofa that expands into a double bed. The kitchenette features a decent-sized sink with equally good water pressure and counter space. The top cabinets are where you'll find some plates, bowls, a couple of mugs and glasses, as well as an electric kettle. The counter holds some supplies, including really good instant coffee from a California brand called Canyon Coffee. There's a drawer that contains utensils, including some knives and a can opener, and the bottom cabinet holds the trash and some cleaning supplies. This is where you will also find the controls for the heating and AC. Across from the kitchenette counter is a set of cabinets where you'll find a closet with hangers, grilling supplies, mixing bowls, a cast iron pan, a microwave oven, and a mini fridge. Also in the living area is a sofa that converts into a double bed, a movable side table, a copy of the book How to Stay Alive in the Woods, which they also sell at the property's general store, and a portable electric lamp that you can use while walking outside your camper at night. There are also Bluetooth speakers integrated into the camper that you can connect to and play your music. Unfortunately, the door doesn't have a screen. It doesn't look like you can keep the door open anyway, as it closes automatically behind you, but we found that bugs were still able to come in through the seams at night, and I wish it were just better sealed or that there were some sort of screen to prevent that. Finally, at the other end of the camper is a surprisingly spacious bathroom. AutoCamp touts its bathroom as spa-inspired, which is to say it features calming colors, natural materials, an uncluttered design, and functional luxurious features like a walk-in shower. The floor space of the walk-in shower was a good size, almost as big as, if not bigger, than some hotel bathrooms. The water pressure was actually decent when I took this video in the afternoon, but it was inconsistent. By the time we used the shower at night, the pressure was pretty low. With that said, it can still get quite steamy in there, so it's a good thing the bathroom features a pretty effective vent. The toiletries were self-branded and smelled quite good. Like the walk-in shower, the toilet and sink are also surprisingly full-sized. There aren't many places to put your things in the bathroom, but there's a ledge above the toilet where you can set your dock kit or other personal toiletries. If you need it, a hair dryer is provided and can be found in the drawer below the sink. Now, let's explore our private outdoor space. Each AutoCamp suite comes with a private outdoor space that includes a fire pit and a dining area. Since this is a Vista suite, your outdoor space opens right up in front of the river. Aside from the dining table, the fire pit is also surrounded by a couple of recliners where you can sit while enjoying your campfire. The campers are designed and spaced out in a way that allows you to enjoy the outdoor space with as much privacy as possible. Let's now head to the 5,000 square foot clubhouse and explore the other amenities on the property. To the side of the clubhouse is the Riverside lawn where you'll find a cornhole game as well as a communal fire pit. Closer to the clubhouse is an all-seasons plunge pool, which was closed when I took this video, as well as some seating facing the river. You can access the clubhouse from this side or from the riverfront side, but let's head to the main entrance. As soon as you enter the clubhouse, you'll see the front desk area straight ahead and the general store to the right. The The general store is fully stocked, from snacks and breakfast items, to local beer and wine, to toiletries and other camping needs, to outdoor gear and supplies and other merch, and of course they have s'more skits and campfire wood. On the other side of the check-in desk are a couple of seating options, including a very cool communal fireplace that echoes the mid-century modern style of the Clubhouse and the Airstream Suites. Tucked in that corner is the kitchen, where they serve complimentary granola and coffee every morning, and where you can also order hot prepared meals or enjoy some beer and wine. The outdoor patio that faces the river runs the entire length of the clubhouse, and you can enjoy a local Asheville beer here while taking the views and the sounds of the river. Back inside, behind the main common area, is what appears to be a multi-purpose room or flexible space that can be used for gatherings, as well as serve as access to other function rooms, but is currently being used as a rec room with some table games. AutoCamp Asheville is just 15 minutes away from the downtown area and is a short drive to other sites like the Biltmore Estate and the Blue Ridge Parkway and mountain trails. We actually had brunch in downtown prior to checking in, and again checked out a new restaurant for early dinner, and the drive was very easy. Asheville's downtown is very charming and walkable. The dining options are exciting, and the art scene is pretty popular and vibrant. Brunch at Kirate Bar de Tapas was good. but dinner at the newly opened Luminosa at the Flatiron Hotel was hit or miss, and to be honest, a bit pricey. We made sure to be back at AutoCamp for sunset to enjoy the rest of the day there. As amazing as the property was in broad daylight, dusk and the approaching darkness gave it a different vibe. Before it got dark, we decided to start our campfire and roast marshmallows to make some s'mores. Before sleeping, I decided to check out AutoCamp's Wi-Fi speed, and it wasn't the best. In terms of cell service, I was on T-Mobile and had a pretty good signal out there, but Verizon was barely working. After a good night's rest, we woke up to a crisp, cool morning filled with fresh mountain air and the sound of the river. We then walked to the clubhouse to get some breakfast. The complimentary granola and coffee was served from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Aside from the complimentary items, guests can also order breakfast from the menu, which includes assorted pastries, bagels, Greek yogurt bowl, breakfast burrito, and crispy potatoes. After breakfast, we decided to check out the Bambi Suites, a smaller version of the Airstream Suites that AutoCamp is adding to its accommodations for the first time in Asheville. They are located past the parking lot, in an almost more secluded section of the property, but still right in front of the river. And finally, for those interested, there are 6 EV chargers in the property for guests' use. I had a great time at AutoCamp Asheville. It was a unique experience as it was my first time quote-unquote glamping, and I've never stayed in a camper before. I love that AutoCamp makes it easy for people like myself to have this kind of experience and making it as premium as possible for the price point. The rate during our stay was in the low 300s, and I think that it was pretty reasonable. Having only opened a few weeks before our stay, I liked that everything was still new and clean. I do wonder how this will hold up over time though, especially since it is more exposed to the elements. Being right on the river was amazing, but as I mentioned in my introduction, the bay suites are actually closer to the road. There's a quarry nearby with a constant flow of trucks passing by the property, and I wonder how our stay would have been if we had stayed in one of those bay suites. To be fair though, we didn't really notice any trucks passing at night. The staff during check-in, including Kimberly and Michaela, were great, and their professionalism and friendliness carried through to the rest of the staff we encountered throughout our stay. I look forward to staying here again in the future, and I think fall might be the best time, when the leaves are at their peak and you can enjoy cool, sunny days. Thank you for watching, and please make sure to like and subscribe.